Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. As the people of Rivers State wait with bated breath on what the Supreme Court will rule in respect of the status of Governor Simi Fubara, whether he will continue to remain the governor of Rivers State or be sacked by the court. It is an opportunity to look at some of the insults that Fubara has taken as the governor of Rivers State as a result of the peace resolution that was brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to supposedly ensure peace between Governor Simi Fubara and the former governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, and now minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Now, that resolution, for those who followed it, know that resolution, eight-point resolution, has made Simi Fubara the weakest governor in recorded history of Nigeria's constitutional governance. It has made Fubara the weakest governor ever in Nigeria, and hopefully, if the Supreme Court restore him, he will have the confidence to regain his powers which the Constitution had already given to him, so that he can be able to have the courage to reject the subjugation that he's being subjected to by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nyesom Wike. Now, because of that resolution, the hands of Fubara had been tied, and he has become a subject of jokes and insolence by his opponents, something that has never happened to any governor in Rivers State, or even for any governor in any state in Nigeria. But all of that, Fubara is taking it for peace to reign until such a time, perhaps, when he will be able to confront his enemies frontally with authority. Recently, there was a viral video of the chairman of Ikwere local government area, Samuel Wanosike, who accused the governor of Rivers State, Simi Fubara, of being responsible for the kidnappings that are going on in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, saying that Fubara was sponsoring it to make Nyesom Wike look bad, so that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will sack him. He did not only stop there, he went ahead to say so many unprintable things about the governor, to the level that he said that the governor is a foolish governor, on a video that went viral. Now, I don't think there's any governor that could take that kind of insolence from anybody, the least of all a local government chairman. You and I know that local government chairmen are the least of people that could have the courage to insult a governor in Nigeria, because many of them are in their position at the mercy of the governor. But that is not the case in Rivers State. The local government chairmen that Fubara met were the local government chairmen that were planted by Nyesom Wike, just as other governors used to plant local government chairmen in their states. And one of the 8-point resolutions was that Fubara cannot dissolve the local government administration. So Samuel Wanosike, what gave him the courage? What gave him the courage to insult the governor was because he knew that the governor's hands were tied by the resolution brokered by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By that resolution, Wanosike knew that his position is strong. Fubara cannot remove him without conducting fresh election. And already they feel that they have intimidated Fubara so much that if he is to conduct election today in Rivers State, that the APC will win it. That the APC will win it hands down. So that's what gave Wanosike the courage to insult the governor. And that insolence, I'm yet to see where Nyesom Wike condemned that kind of thing coming out from a local government chairman against a sitting governor. And the man was doing it, he said he was doing it in retaliation for the insult that the youth leader in Rivers State was hurling at Wike, saying that it was Fubara that was sponsoring the youth leader to insult Wike. So he now responded. He couldn't present any proof to show that the governor was sponsoring the youth leader to insult Nyesom Wike. But the local government chairman had the courage to insult a sitting governor. Who does that in Nigeria's present republic, where local government chairmen knew their place in the hierarchy of power? And many states have dissolved local government council at the whims and caprices of the governor. But Fubara cannot do it. So he has to take insolence from local government chairmen because he can't do nothing to them in obedience to the resolution of peace resolution that was brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is quite unfortunate what Fubara has taken, the kind of insult he has taken because of peace, for peace to reign in Rivers State. Something that Nyesom Wike himself wouldn't have accepted when he was governor. Something that Rotimi Chibuike wouldn't have accepted as governor of Rivers State. Something that Peter Odele wouldn't have accepted as governor of Rivers State. Simi Fubara is taking it. And you can tell that he's not happy about it, but he is taking it because of the 8-point resolution for peace brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, this development is really appalling because even the president himself, who brokered that agreement, ought to have known that that agreement was a violation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because anything that will reduce the powers of a governor to act in his state is a violation of the Constitution. Now, another insolence that Fubara has to take was the demand that he must represent the appropriation bill of Rivers State, which has already signed into law as the budget of Rivers State for 2024. Remember that at the heat when the 26 lawmakers or 25 lawmakers of the Rivers State House of Assembly who were elected under the platform of the PDP defected to the APC, their position was declared vacant in line with the law. And a 5-member house was what was legally remaining, with a speaker. The governor, in recognition of that reality and in respect to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, presented the budget to the lawfully elected 5 lawmakers, and they passed the budget, and the governor signed it into law. Now, Fubara is being made to represent that budget. Now, that budget is one of the ways they want to use to insult the governor, that he must represent it to the lawmakers who ordinarily their position ought to have been declared vacant, and INEC conduct election to take over to replace them, or if they are interested, they can contest it again under the platform of the APC. If they return, if they were re-elected by the people, so be it. But without following that constitutional requirement, these lawmakers have bulldozed their way back to the state and are now demanding that the governor must represent the budget to them. Obviously, there must be some things they want to see inside that budget that were not there. So they are insisting that he must represent the budget. The governor has gone to court. Some people went to court to stop them. The elders of Rivers State, they went to court to stop Fubara from representing the budget. But a court has already ruled that the budget must be represented. The court rule, a high court rule in favor of the lawmakers who ought to have been sacked for defecting to the APC when there was no crisis in PDP. The court of Nigeria is saying that Fubara must represent that budget. But another court also, like I told you, by another court in which the elders of River State went to go and seek adjudication on the matter, has said that status quo ante should remain, meaning that the budget as passed by the 5 legitimate lawmakers at the time it was passed shall remain so. But that's part of the kind of insolence that Simi Fubara has taken and has continued to take just for peace to reign. And there is every likelihood, with the way the court operates in Nigeria, at the end of the day, Fubara may be forced to represent that budget, which will be another indication of how Nigeria has become a banana republic. So you can see no governor would take that, but they have used it to intimidate. They are using all this to intimidate Fubara. It's an insult that no governor in Nigeria can take. No godfather has been able to do that in any state. But they are doing it to Simi Fubara, and he is taking it. It's an insult that even Nyesom Wike himself wouldn't have taken when he was the governor of the state, because Nyesom Wike himself understands what the Constitution bestowed on the governor to be able to execute the position of that office, the requirements of that office. That office cannot be, it's not an office that any resolution ought to have been able to stop it from performing its function effectively. But it's an insult that Fubara has to take for peace to reign in Rivers State. Also remember that Fubara, he accepted the commissioners that was left behind by Nyesom Wike. But because of this crisis, the commissioners resigned. Those of them loyal to Nyesom Wike, they resigned. But as part of the 8-point resolution for peace, he was forced, Fubara had to accept them back, and the resolution said that he must re-nominate them again for clearance by these same lawmakers that their seats ought to have been declared vacant. And Fubara has done so. And I can tell you for free that that action is an insult to any governor. It's part of the insults that Fubara has to take for peace to reign in Rivers State. And another insolence that is part of it is this: Fubara cannot dissolve his cabinet, because dissolving his cabinet means that he has to get rid of those that were put there, or those who work with Nyesom Wike, who he left behind for Fubara to inherit to run the state. By that the part of the resolution was that he cannot dissolve the State Executive Council. So he can't sack the commissioners. So you can see what Fubara is passing through. That's why sometimes you just have to pity the man. But power comes with a lot of responsibility. And maybe the insolence that he has been taking will come to an end when the Supreme Court eventually settle the matter once and for all, whether Fubara is indeed the duly elected governor of Rivers State. If he is, perhaps by then his hand will be strengthened to be able to assert his authority. Because right now, all eyes are on the Supreme Court, where Tony Code, the candidate of the APC in the election, has presented his case against Fubara, saying that Fubara was not duly elected because the election that brought him to power was rigged, and that he didn't resign properly, as at the time the primaries of the PDP was done, that he was still the the Accountant General of Rivers State. But the tribunal and the appeal court have ruled in favor of Fubara, but it's now left for the Supreme Court. So if the Supreme Court confirmed Fubara as governor, perhaps that will mark the beginning of the end of the insolence he could take from the so-called peace resolution brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.